So you want to make your own games, huh? Well, what makes you stand out amongst the crowd? In today's day and age, you hear a lot of people say that their dream is to make their own games. You even see colleges offering up degrees for game development. Well, these degrees may be classified as BS degrees, but the BS doesn't stand for Bachelors of Science. When it comes down to brass tacks and you really want to make your own games, there's a lot of information you need to wade through in order to make that dream a reality, and not just end up a code monkey for someone else. They say that every job has its fair share of problems, so today I'm going to cover the top 10 reasons why game development blows. Let's just start with a knowledge test. We'll start out with something small, something everybody knows, like Call of Duty. Who makes Call of Duty? Who is responsible for willing that garbage title into life? Who do I hold responsible for setting first-person shooters back 20 years? EA? Well, you're dead wrong, and you've just proven my point. There are things within the industry called blind reps, producers, developers, and holding companies. Blind reps are companies that share stock with other companies. Producers are the ones that pay for all the expenses with money from the blind reps. Holding companies are the ones that use the licenses for the characters, and the developers are the ones that make the game to the specifications of the overlords. In Call of Duty's case, Infinity War, the developer, makes the game Call of Duty because they have a license from Vivendi, money to make it from Activision, which Activision gets from Coca-Cola. All of that sounds complicated and awful, I hear you say, and you would be right. But what are your alternatives? What we just talked about is referred to as AAA gaming. The only other options at this point is indie or fan-funded. Fan-funded is relatively the same as AAA, only in exchange for CEOs and Coca-Cola, you're using ravenous fans that expect liquid amazing or death. There are plenty of videos on how to use a Kickstarter, so I won't focus on fan-funded or crowdsourced. For this, I'll focus on indie. Independent development is the easiest form of making a game. However, you need to realize that you have no money and that you will be working out of pocket. With friends who have lives, you need money to advertise, you need money for hardware and software, and you need commitment to your goal. The other thing you need is a hook, because no one knows who your characters are unless you want to try and use a licensed character from obscurity. So you want to use a licensed character, one that you feel deserves a new game and no one seems to be using him. Well, there's a reason no one's using him. That character is probably lost in obscure licensing law at the bottom of a ditch in the middle of hell. Good luck. So now you have to figure out how you're going to pay for game startup, licensing, development, and patches. You've got a couple of different options, but none of them gamers like. You can either have people sign up for memberships to pay monthly. Nope. Pay downloadable content? Yeah, nope. Or make a free app monetized with ads? Again, nope. The only other option you have is to pay for it all out of pocket. And have you seen your energy bill yet? Yeah, that's a whole lot of nope. Alright, so you've decided to go independent with a licensed character paid for by ads? Gross. Now you need to choose what platform you're going to develop for. You could go the AAA route here, but that's where all the cool kids are. Xbox One, PS4, Wii U. But as it turns out, you have to pay for that, and they don't support ads. So you've limited yourself to Wii, PC, and phones. Wii is right out because nobody bought one, because who wants a console that plays phone games? And free release on PC, GOG, or Steam is pretty flooded with everyone else that took that route. Yeah, so I'm already pretty disheartened too. Maybe making the game engine will be easier. The go-tos are Unity and Unreal because, well, they're free. And pretty powerful and easy to use, oddly enough, until you see that you have to pay for them if you make any money on your game. Well, boo. Okay, maybe if I make my own engine. Oh yeah, no. Even AAA companies have to make this decision. Do we use the old engine because it's cheaper? Or do we use a new engine and have to pay out of pocket for it? It's just another day in the life of a game developer. We haven't even gotten to making the game yet, and I already don't want to make one. But my story needs to be told, I hear you say. Okay. So here's the next line of decisions. We're slowly hemorrhaging money because of all the stuff we've talked about so far. Now we have to decide which is more important. Your story, the gameplay, or mechanics. You know what, this one will be fun. You tell me. Ideally, a great game consists of a balance of all three. But if push came to shove, which would you choose? Tell me in the comments below. Alright, so we've got our game made, relatively. Your great story is in place, but now it needs a little polish. Voice acting sure brings life to a bland game. Do we need Patrick Stewart? Oh, how about Frank Welker? Like any of you know who that is. Let me just check my pocket. Oh, yeah. We're broke. Looks like we'll be doing this with your friends from high school and a janitor from Bethesda. Alright, game's polished, game's complete. We're going to release it for Steam. Downhill slide, right? Unfortunately, you're wrong again. Now is the most crucial point that we have one more gigantic decision to make. Do we take a completed game around to all the AAA houses and hope to God someone lets us past the receptionist? Or do we sell out to every Tom, Dick, and Harry who wants to put crap in our game in exchange for some free press? Or maybe we just spam message boards hoping someone actually goes to the site that's probably actually a virus. Decisions. Alright, so that link written on the bathroom stall worked. People are downloading our game and ratings are starting to come in. We poured our heart and soul into this game. Boy, I sure can't wait to see how much the fans will... Oh, these are just awful. Just awful. Make excuses for your shitty microphone all you want. They have valid points. We went the cheapest route possible. We should have expected this. But the only other option was to become the thing I hate. To become... That makes sense. At the end of the day, folks, it's a long journey full of mystical offices, terrifying CEOs, all with the hopes of becoming the next bad guy on top. It's the most ludicrous game of King of the Hill ever. The point to make is that as long as you're having fun with it, everything is worth it. The second you stop having fun, even if you're getting paid for it, it's time to get out. Some kid peed in the pool. I am no longer having fun. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to get the pool closed down. I'm just going to get out. I'm going to go home and find something else fun to do. Thanks guys for watching my video. If you liked what you heard, make sure you comment, subscribe, and share.